Hi everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. I hope everyone had a good week. I actually have quite a bit of whips in front of me here, so lots to show. And yeah, so let's get started. So first let's start off with my tea. I just brewed it, so it might be a little too hot for me to drink still. But this is the Buddha blend. I've had it before, but I don't remember it smelling so nice. So yeah, so white tea. I think I'm probably going to pour my lips. Not a strong flavor, but it smells really good. So we'll try again when it's cooled off a little bit. Yes, I'm wearing a Halloween shirt. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is what I'm wearing for pajamas today. So yeah, so this week my son and I went to Owen Sound Friday night for just the night, and then all day Saturday there was a picnic, a family picnic, and apparently it was scratch. Oh, that's from there was a family picnic, and then we also went to an attraction there called Storybook Park, which was a place that I went with my grandparents as a kid. So my parents wanted to take Jack again this year. He's been a few times, so usually once a year. And he really liked it this year. He went on, I think, almost every ride. Maybe there was one ride he didn't go on. And the year before, he didn't. There's some smaller kids rides that like an adult can't go on with him. And last year he wasn't interested in going on anything by himself, but this year he went on all the rides by himself. And then there's some bigger rides, like there's like this little roller coaster, you know, like the roller coasters that you see at I guess in the kids section of the fair. So it was like a snake or a dragon or whatnot. It was pretty bumpy. My sister went on with him twice. I went on with it with him once, and it aggravated my back again. My back was good today though, so that was good. I did get in a 10-kilometer run this morning. There was some walking, but it went much better than last week's run, so that's good. Yeah, I do have a race next Friday night, which I'm a little concerned about, that I'm probably going to be the last person to finish, just because it is typically a fast group that runs it. But we'll see. Doesn't matter if I'm last, right? And typically it's very, very hot, so yeah, we will see. Yeah, oh, and then other news, so Friday was a good day for me to do a bit of a road trip Friday night, because our internet and cell phone provider, Rogers, sorry, there's like a hair, the network was completely down for the whole day, starting at like 4 in the morning, and didn't come back till sometime Saturday morning in the middle of the night. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Because of it, a lot of internet interact, because the whole interact network was down, so you couldn't use your debit card anywhere. Yeah, and so I didn't have any cell reception or data or internet here at home. Work, luckily we were not on Rogers, so our internet did work, and I was able to use some Wi-Fi there because I needed to use my cell phone to authenticate to get on to my computer at work. But yeah, it was pretty disruptive, but you know, we all survived. So I did do the 2.5-hour drive without a cell phone, which was fine. You know, that's not everyone. No one had cell phones years and years ago, so, and they survived just fine. I was able to get money out from the bank if you went to the bank machine, so I made sure I had some cash on me. So, but yeah, fun times. And yeah, just very interesting, especially with so many people working from home these days, and how it just kind of threw a wrench in a lot of things. So if you're not in Canada, you probably didn't hear about it, but if you are in Canada, then you did. And if you were affected, well, at least things are a bit back to normal now. I think there is still a few hiccups, but not too bad. Yeah, never know what you're gonna wake up to in the morning. So that was kind of my week. Yeah, been doing well with Jolly July. Had a couple new starts this weekend, but still fitting with the no new starts in that I had a couple things that I had finished, so I was able to slot those in there. So even though I've been using my spots for the Work Your Whips with new starts, I'm still not adding exponentially like I would have been otherwise. So I think no new starts is still very beneficial. Not much to see on my calendar because I didn't sticker it up because I wasn't here for the best part of the day yesterday. Oh, and the tooth fairy came last night because my son lost a tooth. So tooth fairy is alive and well, and she wasn't affected by the cell phone outage, so that was good. Yeah, so been plugging away on Jolly July, so that's been going well. And then I think I mentioned before, I've been playing Uno in Semi-Sane Stitchers, which has attributed to a lot of progress in 4 whips. So that's been working out very well as well. Those 4 whips were WhipGo projects. I think I explained that to you last week. So yeah, it's been good to kind of get what I need done on those ones. All right, so on Monday, I worked on for Jolly July. This is a very elaborate carrying case for these whips. While I have it out, I'm going to show you a new start from here too. Okay, so on Monday was the June ornament from Linen and Threads, so from 2020, I believe. Yes, 2020. So that's what that looks like now. Again, I only have the chart, so I can't show you what the finished piece looks like. And then today, my new start for an ornament was the August 2020 ornament. So there's my new start for that. So I've been using DMC variegated floss. So this color here is 4515. It's not super Christmassy, but that's what I had. And I wanted to keep up the tradition of using the DMC variegated, because I just can't seem to make it to Michael's. Alright, so we kind of jumped ahead a little bit there, but that's alright. And then on the 4th, this is for why did I work on it twice? Oh, because for Semi-Sane Stitchers for Uno, feels like a bug in my ear or something. for the 4th for Uno, you work on 2 projects for 100 stitches. That's what happened. Because I'm like, why is there 2 of the Uno projects? So Jack Frost Tree Farm. Now it ended up coming out a couple times. And this magnet's really super magnetic, and my table is metal. So this came out a couple times. I think I need to get some more wagon wheel, I think was my consensus. I don't, excuse that thread just hanging out there. I need to get some more wagon wheel to finish up the house, because the skein I have, I want to use it to finish out the outlines, just to kind of keep it consistent. So, yep. So I added this tree here. It's probably hard to tell, but there is stitching behind these trees. Yeah. So I think we got a couple hundred stitches in on that one. And for whip go for this is just to finish a section. So obviously I'm looking at that big top section is what I'm looking to finish. Alright, and then Feeling Love has come out a couple times as well for Uno. It's a dimensions kit. I don't have a cover photo. I mentioned last week I was running out of 647. Yeah, I did run out, so now I just need to figure out if I'm going to use that old floss I have or go buy some new stuff. So worked a little bit over here. Put in some gray over here. I don't know, gray white situation. Probably can't really see it too well, but yeah, a couple hundred stitches in on that over the week. So on its whip go goal is 1,000 stitches. So good progress there. Snow Village was on the Jolly July calendar for this week, so I brought it out one day. I actually kind of move things around and make it the same day it was called for Uno. And so it's come out a couple times as well. So I've been working on this section here. So it's been, as I said, out a couple times. I really like how that, like, the awning looks cool. The shading makes it look like an awning, like it's 3D. So yeah, I like how that's coming around. This is also finish a section. Did I already say that? So, for whip go. So good work on that. Okay, Christmas celebration. So remember when I said I needed to get 800 stitches to move to the last shop on leg 2, and I was maybe going to look at one of my Jolly July whips. So I decided to work on the Frosted Pumpkin Christmas sampler. This is the one that I started last year, and then I did a restart before no new starts started. I don't know why I'm closing that up. I haven't even seen it yet. So this is on 25 count. When I brought it back out, I couldn't remember. I'm pretty sure I was only doing one thread over one. So before I only had the snowman done. Pretty sure it was only one thread. That looks all pretty even out here in this light. I was hoping for this weekend to get some good progress on it. Not so much. Well, because I went to Sound. And then also for semi-scenes for Uno, semi-scene stitchers, it was Thursday night the admin person, something happened in their family, and so she wasn't able to spin. So she didn't spin till Friday. Friday, I had no internet, so no way to figure out what the Thursday spin was. But Friday I was traveling anyway. Yes, and then Saturday I was out of town. Right, and I didn't even get any of the Uno stuff done on Saturday. And did all my catch up for Uno today. So a lot of the Uno stitching was done today. But yeah, no, everything's caught up now. So now when I'm not doing my Jolly July stuff, I want to focus on getting 800 stitches in on that. All right, continuing on Jolly July. So it was also my piece I was supposed to work on Friday for Jolly July. So that worked out well that I chose it, because I did work on it a little bit. So it has been through the rotation. Up on the housetop by Stitching with the Housewives was on my Jolly July list for the 6th. I didn't add very much. What did I do? I think I added in the cross there in the window, and then literally did some single stitches all the way across here. By the time I got to this on Wednesday night, I was a little bit tired, so I just did the bare minimum on that one. But that one saw a lot of love earlier in the year when I used it for a fairly large prompt. On the 7th was Prairie Schooler. That's helpful when all is in front of it. Santa Rides. Here's the train. This one also, I didn't add too much. I finished this bell and started on the wheel down there. I keep wanting to stitch the Prairie Schoolers because that's what you do. You stitch the Prairie Schoolers, but I don't love stitching the Prairie Schoolers. I can't explain it. My friend Lori that I met at Stitch North, she thinks it's because it's more muted or primitive colors, maybe? Maybe. Okay, so Saturday I did do Christmas celebration sampler a little bit. Oh, and then I had a new start. So this is actually the second time I'm stitching this. I'd already finished it and I gave it away to my pen pal. It's by Pinkin and Pumpkin Quilting .blogspot, and this is Sled Chicken. So this is what 200 stitches look like for a new start. I just grabbed a little scrap piece of fabric I had because I wanted it in the 14 count TI Ada to match the other ones that I have on the go. And so that's it. I have a couple other ones in this little project bag that if I get my button gear when they come up for Jolly July, I should get them done. And then that brings us to today. Oh, I didn't. Cinnamon Stars was called a couple times over the last 4 days for Uno, but because I was doing all my catch up today, here it is. All right, so I did 300 stitches in it today. So this is also my whip go for 1,000 stitches. So I finished the middle part of the house and worked on this roof. I think the house looks really good. Really like how that turned out. So that color is Weeks Dye Works Sage, I believe. And this color here is Molasses. I know a lot of people probably would have stitched the house horizontally, but that just made more sense for me. And yeah, I like how it turned out. Because really, after you get the house done, like the house is the main part of the stitch, right? Because look at, they stitched the house horizontally. Everything else below the house, like there's not, it's smaller stuff, right? So that is coming along nicely, and it's stuck to my ring. Yeah, I had this all folded nicely. It was harder to fold now that the house is fully stitched. All right, so that is all my stitching for this week. So you will probably see those 4 whips for Uno again next week, because focusing on those. Yeah, so continue with Jolly July. I don't have any new starts planned for next week. Nope. And like there's a Pinkin' and Pumpkin coming up, so I might be able to get that one done. Yeah, because I have openings for the 23rd and the 30th for new starts, so I do need to get a couple more things done. Also coming up, starting on the 12th of July, is a Christmas festival, I believe is what they're calling it, in No New Starts. So I want to look into that a little bit more and kind of get my head wrapped around that. So it's going on for 2 weeks. But yeah, hopefully I can participate in that in some way. I think the main challenge is to try to stitch something for each of the 12 days of Christmas. Something related. It doesn't have to be on the same piece. Yeah. Yeah, so I need to put some more brain power in that. All right, so that is all I know. The sky looks really weird behind me. And it really looks overcast, but I think it's just because the sun is starting to set. So I hope everyone has a good week, and we will see you next week.